Alright, in this lecture, I'm going to be talking about adding new content to the content browser, importing existing content outside of the editor into the content browser, saving content, and migrating content to another project. First off, in the upper left is the Add button, which can be used to add a variety of assets to the content browser. For example, if I click on New Folder, it will add a new folder within whichever folder I'm currently in, and I can then name it. And I'm just going to name this folder My Imports because I'm going to be importing some content in a second here. Also, if I go to the very top of the Add menu and click Add Feature or Content Pack, I have the chance to add in some of the content that is available when you first create a project. So you see here I have the option to add in the content from the different game types that we explored earlier in the course. So if I click on Third Person, it will add in these folders here containing some basic content for creating a third-person game. Notice, however, that unlike when you choose the third-person template when starting a project, this method doesn't automatically add and hook up any content into your level. It just adds it to the content browser. And from there, you can drag and drop the content into your level as you choose. Also, if I click on the Content Packs tab, I have the option to add the starter content into the content browser if I hadn't already done so when creating the project. So to the right of the Add button is the Import button. If I have a file on my computer that I want to import into this project, all I need to do is click the Import button right here and select my file, and it will import that file directly into whatever folder I'm in the content browser. So let's say I have an image I want to use in my project. I would just click the Import button, navigate to that image, double click it, and now you can see that image has been imported into my project into this folder here. Alternatively, you can simply drag and drop files from your computer directly into the content browser. To the right of the Import button is the Save All button. If you notice, the icon of the image I just imported has this asterisk in its lower left. This means that this asset hasn't been saved. If I were to close the program right now, that asset wouldn't be in my content browser when I reopened the project. So I need to save it. If I click the Save All button, it will bring up a window that lists all the unsaved assets in the content browser and allows me to unselect any if I don't want to save them for some reason. So once I click Save Selected, this asterisk will go away, indicating that this asset has been saved and has no new modifications. Alright, and finally, you can use the content browser to migrate assets to another project. This means the assets and their dependencies will be copied into another project. So to do this, start by selecting the assets you wish to migrate in the content browser. Then right-click on any of the selections and click Asset Actions, then Migrate from the menu. This will bring up the Asset Report dialog, which simply shows all the assets that are set to be migrated. After clicking OK, you will be prompted to select the folder you wish to migrate the content into. This folder must be within the content folder directory of another Unreal Engine project, or you will get a warning message. If you click OK and the migration is successful, you should see a confirmation message displaying the assets that were copied. So that will conclude the lecture on adding, importing, saving, and migrating within the content browser.